And they don't believe in that, the left doesn't. They want to discriminate. They want segregation. So I want to end with some good news. We have succeeded in ending a discriminatory program, an outrageously discriminatory program in San Francisco. We filed a taxpayer lawsuit. Taxpayers in California have the right to challenge illicit policies by government officials and to stop taxpayer money from being spent on them against San Francisco's so-called gift program, a program which provides payments to individuals based on their, I think they have to be black men identifying as women. So transgendered black men, if I recall correctly. There may be some other discriminatory requirements, but that's essentially the key part. And after we sued, magically the case is ended. And I talk about, or Judicial Watch talked about this case in a video we put out a few weeks ago. It's worth sharing with you because it's a great little video to educate you on the left's attack on the rule of law when it comes to race discrimination and their attack, well, actually their promotion of race discrimination and segregation and other anti-American values in violation of the Constitution and federal and state law. Let's go to that. Start running it.
Critical race theory, DEI, and other far-left ideas are part of an effort to divide and destroy America. Judicial Watch is a leader in exposing this woke madness spreading all over the country. We exposed records showing critical race theory being taught to cadets at West Point, so-called anti-racism training being forced on IRS employees, and we've gone to court to help teachers and parents abused for objecting to the radical left's political indoctrination of school children. We just filed a lawsuit in Oakland for records about a racially segregated playdate titled Playdate Social for Black, Brown, and API Families. This Oakland school segregated playdate shows how the extremist left is embracing anti-white segregation in our schools. And to make matters worse, the local public school district failed to produce records about this deplorable discrimination against school children. We also sued San Francisco to stop its discriminatory Guaranteed Income for Transgender People program. Under California's Constitution, everyone is supposed to be equal under the eyes of the law, and treating people differently based on race, sex, ethnicity, or transgender status is presumptively unconstitutional. Yet the radicals running San Francisco violated that provision with the GIFT program. Not only is the cash giveaway limited to transgender people only, but it grants preferences based on race, sex, and ethnicity. Persons who identify as black are given priority over persons who identify as white, Latino, or Asian. And men who identify as women are given priority over women who identify as men. After we sued to stop this blatantly unconstitutional program, San Francisco announced that it would stop the payments. This is what we are fighting against on behalf of Americans everywhere. And you can be sure Judicial Watch will continue to hold radicals accountable, because no one is above the law.
That's a good little video, huh? Well, there's a story in the California Globe confirming they shut it down. They tied it to our lawsuit. San Francisco officials confirmed that on Tuesday, this is dated July 24th, that the Guaranteed Income for Transgender Gift Program, Transgender People Gift Program, which gave guaranteed income to 55 low-income transgender residents for the last 18 months, would not be renewed due to both budget cuts and a number of lawsuits about the program. The program began in 2023 and was scheduled to end in June of this year with the hopes of a renewal. However, the program soon began to have legal trouble. Throughout 2023, multiple groups went after gift and other guaranteed income programs in the city. This led to, and we got the records. Judicial Watch uncovered the records about what they were doing. So we had an initial case. Judicial Watch opened a records request for the release of records from the city of San Francisco, showing the city prioritized tax money for Black and Latino transgenders for the gift program. With records now open, a lawsuit became inevitable. This led to Judicial Watch's filing a lawsuit in San Francisco Superior Court in January, challenging the gift program on behalf of 3 taxpayers. So gift is officially ended, you can see below. Unfortunately, it's wrapping up. There is not, unfortunately, money in this year's budget to continue that program. We're very focused right now on anti-trans homelessness and ensuring that we get trans folks into housing. So, just more unusual discriminatory interests there, but we'll see what that's about as well. But a nice little victory for Judicial Watch. I don't know how legally the case is going to end, but certainly the lawsuit helped end this program. And that's what it's about, right? There's been this radical attempt to kind of go past the boundaries that have been set in place, at least since the Federal Civil Rights Act laws of the 60s. The 14th Amendment requires equal protection under the law, and obviously the state constitutions have similar provisions. And they don't believe in that, the left doesn't. They want to discriminate. They want segregation. They want to divide the country by race because it advances their radical agenda to undo America. So we not only have this case about San Francisco, we have a lawsuit in Evanston, Illinois, challenging the reparations program. Reparations? We have a case in Minnesota where the public school district in Minneapolis has a contract with the union that requires if layoffs sort of happen, that people who are white get put in the front of the line for layoffs and people who are black are protected? Or minority populations or underrepresented groups, whatever the language they use, is racist. Purely racist, brazen discrimination. And of course in California, we previously had successfully stopped 2 racial quota programs, or race, ethnicity, sex, LGBT quota programs, that required boards of directors to have quotas. I tell you, I don't know where we'd be without Judicial Watch, because they'd have all of this racial segregationist, ethnic segregationist, sexual segregationist quotas and other things all over the country. This reparations case, everyone's watching it because the left is desperate for reparations in order to redistribute income and destroy America. So these are all important cases. We had a nice little victory there, it looks like in California, San Francisco. But as the old quote goes, eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.